Hmm?
I clicked it.
Oh, so we're live.
We're live.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm sure everybody's still watching ads at this point.
The ads have just started on mine, so.
Here we go.
All right.
It's been a long day.
Can't wait to hear the news. I'm excited. I really am. This is something that we have wanted for a really long time.
All right, so
Start your hellos.
start my hellos. Mind and Body Code, Jenny Pennington, Built on the Rock Homestead, Southern Boy Prepper. What? I didn't think Grower You're Planted in the Homestead like this anymore. Just kidding. It's good to see you. We haven't seen you in so long. Bins Over Acres, Suburban Hillbilly, String. I almost did it again. Stringfield Ridge Farm, All the Things Acres, Mama Bear. Hello, everybody.
Waiting on Wayne to get home. You're always
Mark
waiting
Webb.
on Wayne to get home.
Hey, neighbor. This coffee.
We gotta wait for
so
enough
good
people
for
to
the
get
soul.
in here, Reagan. Can't talk about big news
Yesterday
all of a sudden.
I was on duty at the firehouse, and we had to go out to the country to our training center, which is almost to Reagan's hometown. Reagan is Southern Boy Prepper, in case you don't know. So for lunch, we went out to DeQuincy, where Reagan lives, and I sent him a picture. There's this one particular store in DeQuincy called Nichols, and it's the only one. So the fire truck was parked in front of it. So I took a picture of the fire truck and Nichols, and I sent it to him. I said, "Guess where I am?" So he was heading over, and by the time he got there, we were leaving. So we didn't get to see Reagan yesterday.
I wouldn't have got to see him
well,
anyway.
I say we, I meant me and the fire crew, but anyway.
Tired of triple digits. It was actually 92 here today. And
Kaylin Strain and Christy Betts, hello.
Darlene told me the heat index was 107 today.
Nonia, Texas, welcome.
I don't know how accurate that was. I didn't look at my.
Oh, okay. So I don't know that we have a gas allotment. I wear the dark colored shirts. I don't care about that stuff. It's the white shirts that worry about that sort of stuff. But there's something I forgot to tell you. They were talking about it yesterday at the training center. Like I said, we've got a training center that's miles out of town, way out in the country. Well, now finally, the city is deciding is seriously considering a training center in town, about building one. Why do you think that is? Because it costs a damn fortune to get out there now. Fire trucks make probably
how about they
probably
fix the
$5 a gallon.
That they have first.
5 miles per gallon. Yeah, all the fire stations need attention. But they're getting there. It's really slow going, but it's getting there.
98. Called that a cool day. Oh God. Yeah, ours are climbing. Our highest temp, I think, so far has been 93, but by the end of this week, we're going to be up to 96.
Yeah, I didn't. It's a very long way out of town. I don't remember, or I didn't pay attention to how many miles we drive. But my station is on the south end of town, and the training center that we have now, way out in the country, is like way out on the north side. So we have to go through town and then out of town.
It's deep in the woods. Yeah, I know, right?
Honey badgers,
weird,
hello,
like they're hidden
welcome.
from civilization. African dust going to be dusty heat. Actually, okay, the Sahara dust, a lot of people complain about, and I know allergies are terrible. The dust is horrible to breathe. But looking at it from a southerner on the Gulf Coast,
Yeah, there's a silver lining.
there is a silver lining because the Sahara dust
Hola,
keeps
Emma.
the hurricanes from forming their circulations. So if it lengthens the amount of time that we don't have a storm in the Gulf, I'm all for it.
Yeah, especially with what we've got coming to the homestead.
Yeah.
So I figure we'll go ahead and
We got 26 now. So.
Five Oaks Homestead.
Yeah, right.
Welcome.
We welcome the dust.
Tony at Five Oaks may be interested in this one. We had a representative come out from ADT, Lonely Prepper Homestead. Good to see you. So we had a rep come out from ADT.
ADT Solar.
ADT is, the home security company. They're doing solar systems now, solar panel systems. So the picture that I posted, the picture that I made the thumbnail of is not our system. It's not installed yet, but we did sign up for one. And it's to meet our needs. We got 24 panels and a battery. And when I say a battery, I'm not talking about a deep cycle like boat car battery looking thing. This is a Tesla battery. I forgot what the actual brand is, but it's the one in-phase battery. So that's going to be installed on our house within the next 6 months.
Okay. Did that show up?
Not yet. There it is.
Okay.
So if you're interested, we have a referral link, and Amy just put it there in the chat.
Well, now I can do it this way and run it from my computer.
So the guy that came out to our place, his name is Harry. Hey, Beehive, long time no see. Harry is a salesman, but he's also a representative, and he's very good at customer service. He was never pushy. He answered all of our questions to the best of his ability, and if he didn't know the answer, he reached out to someone else to find out. Because our questions,
thank you, Henry.
Some of our questions were not like everyday questions. We have, we've been
researching for a while.
Prepper mindset. So our goals with solar are not like most people, I guess.
Southern Boy, I have already referred you guys. You should be getting a call from him soon. If you sit down and talk with him, you don't have to purchase anything. You receive $25 for doing it.
I don't know if we're supposed to tell people that.
I don't know. You want $25?
So yeah, if you sign up to have a representative to go speak with you,
you can.
You get $25.
This is the link.
Oh, there you go. You get $25 just for them talking to you.
Okay, Mind and Body Co. Your link is not working. That came straight from my solar app. So
that looks like a copy and paste.
Yep.
You can't copy and paste like that from the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that one. I can't. You have to remove it, Henry. Remove that link because it's not working. I don't want to confuse people. But the one that, hey, Michigan Daffodil, the link that Amy posted does work.
Yeah.
Thank you, Henry.
Right now, the government is doing, it's a federal tax relief thing for the solar systems. So if you do happen to, Southern Boy, don't worry about it. They're going to be calling you. He's going to be calling you.
Yeah.
But
hey, how you doing?
If you do happen to get a solar system this year, on your taxes, there's a 26% tax rebate on the system.
That'll be applied to your income tax.
Right.
For the year. I'm not going to tell you how much our system was because there's no sense.
That's why it keeps telling me my phone number is already in use.
our system is going to it's tailored to our needs.
Right.
So yours is not going to be.
It's built for our home, and what we need.
Did we have to sign a contract? I mean,
It's not a contract, it's a loan.
we purchased.
We made a loan to purchase the system. So yeah.
Sort of like a mortgage. The same way a mortgage works. It's not as much.
But this system has a 25-year warranty. I don't know about any incentives for wind power.
As far as I know, they don't do wind. I didn't ask those specific
No.
questions.
No. I don't think ADT does wind power. But I know Louisiana is offering. No, it's not Louisiana. Louisiana does offer an incentive for solar, but it's not near as much. So we'll get a little bit extra.
Oh, on state taxes.
On state.
Okay. Cool. Do you have one? I'm not sure. Those are questions that you could ask the representative. We have an electric meter on the house. This is a grid tie system. So, I mean, will it still operate? If you have a battery, yes, you can still run things when the power's out. So it really kind of takes the place of a generator.
Yeah.
And I asked him, well, Amy asked him specifically. She said, what if a hurricane comes through and takes all our solar panels away? He said, if that's the case, it's going to take your roof too, and you won't need to power anything. It's just that tied to the roof.
It's anchored to the roof. So we purchased one battery. We may, in a few years, upgrade to a second. Just
to be able to store more power?
Yeah. But we're going to kind of see how this goes, because the battery is the most expensive part of the deal. But I did want a battery backup.
Tinker's wife.
And the battery will run the house, the whole house overnight.
Hey, Lori.
And then recharge in the morning. And with the system that we have, he said it would take about an hour to an hour and a half to completely recharge the battery.
Because we have so many solar panels.
Yeah.
Right.
But will they replace it after a hurricane? We will have to have insurance on it, but the whole system is.
We're going to add. We're going to add the system to our homeowners insurance.
Right. The panels are covered by the 25-year warranty. If they just happen to go out or whatever. Now, if a hurricane comes through, that's just.
Yeah,
that would go onto our insurance. That's a whole different game. That's not because of fault to the panel or fault to the battery or anything like that. But the battery has a 15-year warranty on it.
Mark, I didn't ask that question. I didn't think to ask that.
The voltage for the system and battery.
I know the homemade systems. I say that. That's not really what I mean. The ones that I've looked into potentially learning to build, I know they do a 12 and a 24 and a 48. But that all gets inverted.
Sounds expensive to remove and replace when you get a new roof.
They do roofs too.
Yeah.
The same company, so.
Yeah, more than likely. When that case arises, which will probably be another 20 years,
Yeah, because we just had our roof replaced 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Not even, because of the hurricanes.
They'll get a phone call that says, hey, your solar panels are on my roof and I need a new roof. So tell me what we need to do.
Right. All right, Lori.
Awesome, Lori.
Mail us some seeds.
Yes, that is some dragon tongue seeds.
Oh yeah.
And she was able to send me the
We were at Amy's mom's house the day that you were texting about the seeds, Lori, and Amy's mom says, "Oh, where's she getting them from? I'll take a pound." whoa, lady.
Well, I was able to send her the picture of where Lori got them.
Okay.
So she's able to go online. I was like, hold up, this is not me buying this, and no.
That's cool. By you doing what brand did you get? Portable battery bank with solar panels. Is that one of those like already made ones like Jackery or what's the other one? Blue Eddy. Just curious. I know we've got a friend online friend. Oh, For Patriots. Okay, cool.
Yep. I've looked at them too.
Peace of mind, yes.
Well, and that's the whole thing.
Peace of mind is priceless.
That's going to give it. Now, one battery will not run our HVAC unit, the AC unit.
There's Kate.
However, it will run the window unit to cool off, the main portion of the house.
Right.
Which is all we were
Hey, Rebecca.
all we were using after the storm anyway is that one window unit.
Well, that we have that as a backup for emergencies.
Right.
So that's what we would be using that for.
Now I could run
also,
the HVAC unit during the day off the solar panels.
Also, we should mention, by the way, this is not a sales pitch.
No.
We're just excited.
I'm sure it would, Mama Bear.
With it being a grid tie system, any surplus power that we produce with our solar panels is sold to the electric company.
Yep.
So there's that too.
So I don't know that we'll receive a check every month. That's not usually how Entergy does that. But
we're hoping to eliminate our electric bill.
This should eliminate the electric bill. Yeah.
Now there's like we've got an outside street light that we pay $10 a month for. That's not going to go away because
unless we build enough credit.
That's before the meter. Oh yeah. I mean, with what we sell back to the company.
Right. If we build up enough credit, then yeah, that'll pay for that too.
So we had the gasoline generator that we had ran after Hurricane Delta, which one of our amazing viewers bought for us. It's a 4,500 watt.
6,500.
6,500 watt. Sorry. And it powered the window air conditioner, which is 12,000 BTUs, the refrigerator and the freezer and a few lights and charged phones and stuff with no problem.
Yeah.
The problem with a gasoline generator is the price of gasoline. We were filling that thing up twice a day. Every 12 hours, we were filling it. So every 24 hours, we were spending 5 gallons worth of gas on that.
Yeah. And nowadays, see, that's back when gas was what, $2.50 a gallon?
Yeah.
There's no way we could afford it this year with gas right at $5 a gallon. There's no way we could afford to run that generator.
Well, I mean, it's 6 months, up to 6 months until we get our solar system installed. So if we have, God forbid, if we have a storm between now and then that knocks our power out for a couple of weeks, then we're going to have to rely on that generator stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Is it supposed to run your electric bill backwards? Yeah, if we produce enough to sell back to, yes, it runs the meter backwards, basically. Yeah. But all the meters around here, at least I know ours they're all digital now, so it doesn't actually run backwards. It's just a digital thing.
Right.
It keeps track.
But we are also looking into different ways to lower our electricity usage as well.
Even more than we already have.
Right. Well, the company that we went with is providing a Nest thermostat.
That's
to help with that.
A programmable thermostat.
They've got some smart.
They call it
power strips.
Smart strips.
Yeah, to be able to turn off. Basically, we would put a power strip on the TV and whatever's on that, and turn them off.
Because electronics like TVs,
microwave,
Xbox, video game systems, computers, those things, as long as they're still plugged in, they're pulling just phantom power.
Right.
And having those strips, you don't have to go around unplugging everything. You hit a switch, right, or something, whatever.
The smart ones, I can have my phone turn them off.
Oh, right. Okay.
I can go through the app.
Hey, Miss Lippy. Good to see you.
They're doing that. They're going to come into the attic and seal up all the ductwork and make sure that there's no leaks there. And which there shouldn't be because our house is fairly new. It's only 7 years old. But even still, they're going to check and make sure. That's part of the agreement. And they're going to do an attic tent.
Yeah, it goes over the attic access to help seal that.
Help seal it up. And then there's the water heater wrap that they're gonna provide. Ghost or phantom power, yeah.
Right. Well, see, our house, we had this manufactured home built in 2015. A house in Louisiana.
I bet he doesn't have it turn off the coffee maker.
Yeah. And we bought, like, we upgraded all to the energy efficient windows and everything. So no, at some point, like even now, I noticed some of the weather sealing around the doors can probably use some attention, but we're pretty well sealed as far as not losing, like, our air conditioner, the cold air.
Right. But I've been going through the house, me and Abby both. You know, if something is plugged in that we're not really using it, she's got an alarm clock in her room that didn't even have the right time on it. It's just plugged in and still there. She's like, oh, it's 1 o'clock. No, and it's actually 20 minutes later. So she's got to sit there and do math in her head and figure. I'm like, why not just change the clock? She's like, well, I really don't use it. Then unplug it. Get it out of there. You know, so we're kind of going through and making sure that we're using everything that's plugged in. If we're not using it, it needs to be unplugged.
Well, we've got a refrigerator out in the shed too that we keep water and the occasional beer in. There's a turkey in there right now in the freezer that we need to cook. But other than that, like, the water, it gets so hot here that it's not good to drink chilled water in midday. So it would be fine to just have a stack of
bottled water,
cases of bottled water just in the house somewhere in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
That would be cool enough. So what we're going to do away with that fridge. That'll help to knock some things down.
Well, that's going to help a lot because that fridge is running overtime trying to keep itself cold in that hot shed. Because if it's 97 degrees outside, it's probably 180 in that shed, it feels like.
Yeah. You will love to hate your solar. I don't know. Because, like I said, it's going to be a grid tie system, and everything is under warranty and the whole 9 yards. So it's not like it's something that I'm building myself and trying to have to maintain. That was one of my biggest fears and hangups of not trying to build my own system, because at this point, I still have a full-time job, and now we're door dashing on the side. We're making YouTube videos. I mean, there's only so much time in a day.
Yeah.
Use the fridge for storage, even that definitely you could.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to try to sell it because it's really in good shape.
Yeah, it's a good running refrigerator. It's actually the one that came in this mobile home, so it's only 7 years old, and it runs great. We upgraded it to a bigger fridge for in the kitchen. That's the only reason it's sitting out there. So, I mean, it's never given us any trouble. We need a bigger refrigerator for the amount of food that we go through in this house, especially produce. We have produce constantly running through that thing and fermenting and all kinds of goodies.
I'm surprised no one has said it yet. No one has said it. Is that going to be a big enough solar system to run all your dehydrators? Yeah, that's a serious concern by you, Dawn.
Yeah.
We're already into the miserable part of the year.
It's here early
down here in South Louisiana, and so for the next 3 months, it's going to be just constant melt.
I helped
3 or more months.
Darlene's son-in-law dig a trench this morning, and we were in the shade. He had a fan on us, and it was still just absolutely brutal. We'll have to become a solar dehydrator. Just,
Well, we've really knocked down our electric usage by changing our stove to propane.
yeah.
That helped out.
Well,
a
we've
ton.
upgraded all of our appliances to energy efficient.
Right. The water
So-
heater, we wanted to go with a propane water heater, but because of where it's located in a closet, it doesn't have the ventilation to put a gas water heater there. So we weren't able to do that yet. When we replaced it, we just went ahead and went back with an electric one. But the dishwasher that we upgraded to doesn't have a heating element in it. It only uses the heat from the hot water. So that helps.
Yeah.
We got rid of
Eventually, we're going to do a propane.
we got
tankless
rid
water
of
heater.
our toaster oven because we found out that a toaster oven pulls the same amount of wattage as a full-size oven. So we got rid of that. Now we've got a double one on top of the other double oven, propane oven. So we've got a smaller one there that we can just like throw, like if we want just a quick lunch
And
or
this
something.
one is really well insulated. It doesn't heat up the house near as bad as the old one did.
No, as a matter of fact, the other day, I've got well, I can show you that. I got a couple of pieces, a couple of new pieces of cast iron that was given to me. This one I haven't worked on yet. You can see the color. It's just old. It was in a shed. So I haven't worked on that one yet.
Hang on. Kate says, my dishwasher has 8 fingers and 2 thumbs and uses whatever heat comes from the pipes.
But this one I've done one. I cleaned it up real good and did one coat of seasoning on it. Don't know if you can really tell, but the inside, it's still not smooth yet, and it's still got a little crud. So I'm gonna clean that again. But anyway, the reason why I thought about it is because I coated it with a nice thin layer of Crisco, and I put it in that oven 500 degrees for an hour, and I don't think it warmed up the house at all.
If it may have a couple degrees, but not by much. All of our appliances have been upgraded except the worst energy user. We need a new AC and furnace, but it's extremely expensive. Yeah. Well, that's our AC unit is only 7 years old. We got it with the house.
Solar oven. I would love to do a solar oven too, like what Leah had, and cook that.
Kate has one.
Oh man, I would love. What is it? Is it All American?
I think so. I have the link somewhere that Kate sent me.
Man, I would love that. Do you know if cast iron can be seasoned in a sun oven? No, it doesn't get hot enough. You have to get whatever.
Lippy's got a new toy to clean.
What nice little Dutch oven. That's cute.
That looks like a pretty good size.
You have to bake your cast iron. You have to put, like for me, I use Crisco. So I coat it with a very thin layer of Crisco, and I put it in the oven. The smoke point of Crisco is 490 degrees. So you have to get it above that smoke point. And I did it for 500 degrees for an hour. And that, what is it called? Polymerizes? I think that's the right. It polymerizes the Crisco and turns it into that seasoning layer.
Okay. Kate wants to know if she should bring the sun oven with her.
Sure. Yeah, I'll be on my week off. That'll be fun. If you have a room, don't make it a priority.
Do you know if cast iron can be seasoned in a sun oven?
That's what I was just answering.
Okay.
It doesn't get hot enough.
I know it can be done on a barbecue pit.
Do I turn the skillet upside down the last 30 minutes? I do it the entire time upside down.
Yeah. And just put a
like a baking
sheet
on a lower
lower rack. Yeah.
would help to catch any drippings. But I guess I need to do a video on that. I've been talking about doing it. I just haven't done it. But I'll rub the Crisco on. And by the way, quick hack with that. If you use the blue shop towels instead of regular paper towels, there's no lint with the blue shop towels. So I rub a thin layer on, and then I come back with another towel, another clean towel,
Awesome.
and rub it like you think you're rubbing everything off, but that tiny little thin layer that stays on there is what you're cooking on to become seasoning. Now, I didn't clean the outside, so it's still got some of that cruddy buildup, but I like that.
You
Anyway,
like the cruddy buildup?
it proves that it's old.
Okay.
Hmm.
Susanna finally got her seeds. That's awesome. Thank you so much, honey badgers.
That's so nice of you to do that.
Definitely appreciate that. I was so afraid to send seeds, and they were gonna like confiscate them at the border, and then that we would never see them again.
Like you're waxing a car, yes, yes. It's just a very thin layer. You don't want to see, the Crisco on there or whatever oil you use. You don't want to see that on there. It's just a sheen,
That's what I do.
and that's what bakes
when we're
on.
done cleaning them.
I've seen people they oil their pans after they use them to put them in the cabinet, and they just leave like a ton of oil on there. I'm like, what are you doing? That just goes rancid, and it makes it sticky and gross.
Yep.
You don't need that. How do you get the rust off?
Wire wheel.
I used a wire wheel on my drill because these were bad. What I normally do, if I have several pieces that need to be done, I've got a friend or an acquaintance, somebody that I met a few years ago, who has built an e-tank, an electrolysis tank, and it pulls everything off of the pan and leaves bare metal. And then he we're gonna get a subsidy before too much longer. Then he'll do a couple of 3 rounds of seasoning, and he charges for it, and it's very reasonable what he charges. But they come back looking a little better than this one, and then you just cook bacon in them a few times, and they get really nice looking, and then you get to eat bacon.
Kate said I bought a new set of wire wheels for my drill. They work very well. He uses them all the time.
I do.
Allison's telling Nanny Joyce hello from the back porch. I think that's so funny. Yeah, I'd really like a sun oven, but I want to kind of experiment and know how to use it first. That's my whole thing. I hate to spend that kind of money and then just, I don't know what I'm doing, so I just put it in a box and it sits somewhere. So if Kate has one and she's going to bring it, we can actually cook a meal here, because I promise you it's hot enough. I could probably make cookies on my car.
I'm sure. It's really, really miserably hot. Honey Badger says you can use a sandblaster on real bad cast iron, then do the seasoning. Yeah, if I had a sandblaster, I certainly would do that. You can use like a scrubber pad if it's not too bad.
Yeah.
The trouble with it is if it's a big piece, by the time you clean from one side to the other side is already rusty again.
Yeah.
That's the trouble with that. Check my passport and frisk me at the border.
At what border?
What border did you cross? The Louisiana border? I got some bad news for you. Did you cross in the country? Samantha, hello.
You can make a sun oven with steel or tin or foil, and use a glass window for the cover. Yeah. I've kind of looked at those, but I don't know how well they would work.
Saw my New York place. Yeah, they probably wanted to make sure you didn't move here. Because most people, you don't fit the bill, but most people from liberal states are probably not too welcome here.
In a bag and sprays cleaner over it. Oven. Oh.
Yep, I've seen that done too. I've heard of it.
Oven cleaner?
Mm-hmm. It just melts all the crud off. I've heard of that.
That makes sense. That stuff will take paint off of metal.
What are we upgrading?
Where do you see that?
Samantha, missed the beginning. What are you
Oh.
upgrading?
We are upgrading home to
The whole thing.
You done?
I'm getting more coffee.
To a solar system.
A whole solar system. There's going to be an Earth.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
Jupiter.
Solar power. Says he's being a butt, y'all. We are going to have 24 solar panels on the roof. And one, it's not a Tesla battery, but it's equivalent to Tesla. It's in phase. It's an in phase battery, but basically, from what the guy explained to us, it's the panels are the same technology as Tesla without the Tesla name, because you pay more for the Tesla name. Hardneck Farms. We have a link that I can put in the chat. This is for the solar guy that we talked to.
It's through ADT, the same company who does the burglar alarms and stuff, security alarms. And they also do.
No, it's not from Tesla. It's the equivalent of the same Tesla product. Like, okay, let me Intel, like the Intel processor in a computer. Well, Intel is the name. Okay. The same technology and stick a different name on it. If that makes sense.
Kind of like Chevy and GMC. Probably not really. That's probably not a great example, but you know. Ooh, plum jelly.
Let me see if I can get back to that.
And we're at 31 thumbs up, more than halfway to 50.
For anyone that's interested, you can click on the link that I'm about to post and sign up. Basically, what you're going to get is you're going to get a ADT solar representative that comes to you and talks to you and explains what you could use, because my system is not going to be the same thing as your system. What you need and what I need are two totally different things. And you can build on the system. You can start slow and build up, or whatever you want to do. Just for that guy coming out and talking to you, you receive $25.
Oh no,
so
no, Kaylin, it's not for. It's for homeowners. Yeah, that wouldn't work out for you. Sorry.
It's based on your area. No, they are actually nationwide. They are in 11 states. I can look it up.
Oh, there are only 11 states?
So far. They're expanding to 13, 14. Shoot.
Well, if you follow the link and you start putting in information and it tells you that we don't service that area, then, well, sorry. I wish they did, Tanya Logan.
In
hello.
phase, in charge is the name of the battery.
I want to know if you have to take down during a hurricane. You do not. You do not. They said it's anchored so well to the roof that during a hurricane, you would not lose solar panels unless you lost your entire roof. And they said the representative told us that they're strong enough. They're rated for a 250-pound person could stand on them. They're that strong. I'm not going to. I see ads about a solar promotion. The ad mentions the solar calculator, if I'm not mistaken, would be for the wattage that you would need. Maybe I'm wrong. It may be like how strong your roof is, I guess, potentially. So a hailstorm wouldn't be an issue. I'm not going to say it wouldn't be an issue because I asked him specifically. I said, "What about hail?" He said it would take a significant size piece of hail.
He said baseball size hail.
It's
To
probably
correct them.
it's probably very similar to like car windows. That strength, like a good strong tempered glass. I don't know. Again, I don't have them yet, so then again, it's not like I'm gonna go break one to see what it takes either.
Heck no. You break one of those, I'll push you off the roof. Services Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, coming soon. Indiana's coming soon. They're in agreement. They're working on agreements with Indiana. Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana is their corporate headquarters. Maryland, Massachusetts is coming soon. Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey is coming soon. New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and they're working on West Virginia.
There you go. If you heard your state, you're golden.
Texas is on that list, yes.
Southern Boy Prepper, you have a standing invite. Don't even start your mess.
No Oregon on that list.
Oh, man.
Was it? Wait, I think I said Oregon. Nope. Did I not? I guess I didn't.
You said Oklahoma.
Thought I remembered Oregon. No, they're in alphabetical order, dummy. I was talking to myself. Nope, Ohio and Oklahoma are the only two O's on the list.
Dang it. Looking at adding solar when we move, we'll probably do standalone array with bifacial panels to take advantage of the sun's reflection off snow from an. Oh, that's smart.
Wait, where's that? Who is that?
Emma, Asami's place. That's a good idea. They we asked. Well, that's one of the first questions that we asked the rep. That can we do a standalone array? And he said we don't like to do that. He said we'd prefer to put it on your home. He said it's also cheaper because then they don't have to build the form.
Yeah, because they have to build the whole.
But they do offer that.
Right. It is more expensive to do so because they have to build a frame and all that stuff.
With the metal rackets, will you add a lightning rod? Don't be sorry for questions. That brings conversation. That's something I didn't think about. That's a good question.
That's one thing I will get an answer. Could the solar panels take the place of a new roof? No.
There is a new technology out there where the shingles, I think it's like clay tiles. I've seen it in passing, but each tile is a solar panel.
These won't.
This is not. No, this is not that.
Until the wind tore the moving stand.
Oh, see, Jules Solar came out to Reagan's place. Garage roof was perfect. They did not offer a system that works if the power is out, no battery, so we decided not to.
Okay, we did that same thing a few years ago, yeah. And
it wasn't Jules Solar that came out, it was SunPro. Well, ADT bought out SunPro.
Yep.
So it's really the same company, under new management or new
New
ownership,
ownership, yeah.
and now they're offering the batteries. So that's why we pulled the trigger pretty quickly. I mean, we
Yeah.
had a lot of questions.
Oh,
This is
that poor
what we
dude.
wanted.
I have to say though, for a salesman, he answered all of the questions that I threw at him, and I threw quite a bit because I had a list. And the ones that he didn't know, he told me honestly, I don't know. Let me find out. And he would make a phone call or look it up or whatever, and he got the answer for me.
There you go. Emma says Tesla makes solar roof tiles.
But they're
I
not
knew I'd
priced to
seen
be
it.
practical outside of California. So only California people get.
Everything causes cancer in California too. If you look at the label on anything, it causes cancer in California.
It changes if there's a battery backup and transfer
Yep.
switch that shuts off. Yes, it does. It
I
has
believe
a
all
transfer.
that's there, yeah.
Yes, he had mentioned that it has a transfer switch, and if you get two batteries, you can have your HVAC system installed with a soft start.
Wait, that depends on the size of the air conditioner unit.
Right.
Ours is 3.5 ton. He said it would do ours.
Right.
If we have a soft start installed on it,
Right.
then the two batteries would power the
Right.
central air.
He doesn't let me finish, so he explained it.
So that's another one of those variables. There's so many variables when it comes to electricity.
But in the event that a hurricane comes, no, we would not take our panels down. It does have an auto shut off when the batteries are full.
Yeah.
It reverts to backfeeding the grid.
Right.
And we get a credit on our bill.
And by the way, I don't know if we mentioned it's a monitored system. ADT monitors the system.
We can also monitor the system from an app.
Yes. We can not only monitor the system but control the system from our phones the way he showed us. And we're still infants when it comes to this, but he showed me on his phone, like you can adjust the system, like you can adjust how much power goes into the batteries or comes out of the batteries at any given time during the day.
You can see how many watts each panel is pulling and producing. So if one starts to go out, like it starts to really decrease, you can see that almost immediately. We make a phone call, they come out, they take the panel off, put a new one up, and
actually they may call us.
They may call us, yeah.
Monitored by them as well.
Hang on. I'm looking for a new insurance company. I was told that the damage to the roof of my garage was considered normal wear and tear.
Wow.
And they would not pay for its replacement, even though it was caused by hail.
An EMP shield on your system. That's another thing I hadn't thought of. Something we need to look into.
That's crappy insurance, Kate.
Yeah, I think I would fire that insurance company too.
Yeah. A mobile home, so very little choice in insurance. Kate, when you come down, I'll show you the paperwork on the insurance company that we have, because it is a mobile home insurance. And they did really well by us after the storms.
Living a rogue life. Hello.
I would install an EMP shield if I was you. Well, we need to talk more about that, Reagan, because we have questions. I need to know what the heck that is and what the heck that entails.
Yeah, I've got an idea of what that is.
Well, okay, I know what it is, but how does it work on that? Yeah. If that question makes any sense to you. I wanted it explained a little bit better. Let me put it that way, because yeah. Can you get a rider on your homeowner insurance to specifically cover the solar? That's the one thing I'm going
We're
to
gonna make
ask.
those phone calls.
And I think that's what it is. I
tomorrow.
don't think we have to cover the entire cost. It's like on your health insurance and stuff. It's a rider that goes for it.
Okay. Solar is, let's see, Nunya says solar is part of the home. It's covered. If that's the case, though, I need to increase my dollar amount
Right.
to include that.
Oh, that's right. USAA insurance because David was a veteran. I don't know. These are great questions, guys.
Heck yeah.
And I'm writing them all down.
Appreciate that, Art. Speaking of Art,
Didn't even connect the two. I was thinking, who is Lonely Prepper?
we got a mystery gift in the mail, or Amy did,
Okay, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened with this. Okay,
because I'm chopped liver except for from
shut
Mama
your
Bear.
face. Shut your face.
Mama Bear
Shut
makes
your
me
face.
stuff, but
Okay, you guys all know that Darlene is getting a new house. Brett's nanny is getting a new mobile home moved in. She's been kind of like up in the air. Everything is all kinds of wishy-washy. So she's been sending some of her mail here because there was no house there. UPS wouldn't drop it off because there's nothing to drop it off at. It was just dirt. So I get 2 boxes left on my front porch. One of them is doTERRA, which I knew was Darlene's. The other one I just assumed was doTERRA. I didn't really look at it. And she says, well, this one's not for me. This is Amazon. It's got your name on it. And I'm like, I didn't order anything.
yes, Wendy. Incentives from the state and federal.
So I open this box. And the gift receipt says, enjoy your gift from guess who? So I'm thinking.
So she called this one and that one. Hey, did you send me stuff?
I'm thinking,
And
who would
nobody.
send me this? Hang on, hush. I'm telling the story and you hush your face. These beautiful candle holders. They are absolutely gorgeous. Can you see it on the camera?
They're the color and texture of like a vintage mason jar.
But they have fleur-de-lis on the side. They are absolutely gorgeous. I'm like, who would send this to me? Who would send this to me? So I start messaging people. Nobody knows anything. I'm like, how do I find this out? Well, then the next day, second box comes. Same gift receipt. And it's 100 tea lights that go with the candle holders. But these are the 8-hour tea lights. So I'm like, okay. So I start messaging everybody and anybody that I could think of going through my phone. Can't figure it out. Everybody's like, and I really thought, well, somebody is just giving me crap. Somebody is just like getting a kick out of this. They're not telling me that they really sent it. Well, then I realized that on this gift receipt is a little bitty QR code. I did ask you in your live stream, and you told me you didn't do it.
Yep, I was there. I remember that.
Well, Rachel was here, so I know she didn't send it.
Right.
I knew they made 8-hour tea. I've been wanting to try some of these 8-hour tea lights. Now I have 100 of them to try.
So if ever you get a gift from Amazon,
scan this QR code, and if it comes up in your phone, is send a personalized thank you. And when you click on that, it says, Dear Arthur. You guys, it took me over a week.
So that'll tell you who it came from.
Yeah. It took me over a week of driving myself insane trying to figure out who sent me this.
Oh, the candles got lost. Oh, wow.
Well, they're here now. Found them. But I was like, it was Arthur. It was Arthur. I figured it out. Y'all, that's like the most easiest way to drive me insane. Because I spent day and night.
Arthur was one of the suspects from the beginning, but that confirmed it.
I know, but I kept thinking he wouldn't have done this because he would have sent me a message to tell me that it was coming.
Right. Well, it was extra confusing because it was just the candle holders that came in first. So it was like, who would send us this?
Oh man, I was going berserk. I was staying up late at night. Kept going through my phone. I went through my Facebook. I was going through YouTube names. I was like, it's got to be Arthur. But he would have told me. He would have sent me a message. There would have been something, not just a guess who. I said, that sounds like something that Susan would have done. I messaged Susan almost immediately. And she's like, didn't do it.
You haven't opened that yet. It may be full of glitter.
No, that's from Amazon.
I don't think Arthur hates you that much.
No, Arthur would not do that to me. You better not do that to me. So now we know how to confuse you. These are incredible. I've been really wanting some of the 8-hour tea lights. I didn't expect 100 of them, but I really do appreciate it. Let me go get a knife. I have an X-Acto knife right here. Back up. It's sharp.
I know it is. They look like just regular tea lights.
No.
They're a little thicker. That's two of them.
Yeah.
That's two candles there, thick.
They're a little thicker than the normal ones, but really not by much for an 8-hour tea light.
And
there's 100 of them in there.
Yeah, there's another one like this down in there. So
I told you there's no glitter.
Is that why you opened it?
Yeah.
To make sure there's no glitter?
Yeah, I did. But I will be setting some of these out just to have them.
Art says, I remembered you saying you wanted some 8-hour tea lights. Remember
8-hour lights.
Remember a while ago when I said I wanted an All-American cinnamon? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's a lot of money.
You need to stop. I need a tractor.
What? I need to stop.
Here.
I can only imagine how much we could accomplish with a tractor with a front end, just a small tractor, small horsepower with a front end loader on it, and maybe like a tiller attachment on the back.
Eventually.
That would be great.
We'll get one eventually. I don't know. I don't even know if we need a tiller on the back because we do all raised bed gardening now, and I really like it that way.
Yeah.
I was watching Prepper Channel once, and the lady was freaking out because she got an anonymous gift and thought she had a stalker.
Well, you can use mine. What, your tractor? You gonna drive that thing from DeQuincy? You maybe go get it. I'll borrow it for a day. I'll get halfway here and have to turn around.
Stop. You wouldn't even get halfway here. No, I knew I didn't have a stalker, but I knew it was somebody, and I really thought that Susan from Grow Where You Planted was really messing with me.
I know it, and I appreciate that, Mama Bear. I was only kidding. I really don't expect anybody to do that. I want to. That's something I want to do.
Yeah, that's one of those things that we're going to save up for eventually. We don't go out and spend a whole lot of money all at one time usually. This was a big purchase. This was like a big commitment. I mean, as much as buying a car.
Huge. Yeah.
So.
Well, I'd say it was more. It was closer to like the mortgage on the house because it's a 20-year note.
Okay. I guess I got a real raised bed garden since I'm on the second floor.
That's funny.
Okay, read Art's comment.
Just wait till you get the package I'm putting together now with the egg crates.
Yeah, he's got egg cartons for me. But hang on. Remind me when this box comes in the mail. That is from Arthur.
Okay.
Don't make me do this again. No, you come and get it. Tractor, loader, and tiller. You got a trailer? Your truck can't pull that.
My truck's old and in bad shape, kind of like me.
And it squeaks like you too.
Yeah. Southern Blessed Homestead. I've been door dashing with your t-shirt on. Southern Blessed Homestead.
It's advertising.
I'm making sure I do a good job though.
Okay, let me do this again.
Yeah, my old truck. It's a 2005 Dodge. And hey, Mary Ruth, welcome.
Southern Blessed, if you're really interested in solar, I just posted a link. This is for the solar company that we're using.
It's our reference link.
Yeah, they will give you a call if you fill that out. They will come out and give you the whole rundown of how the system works and how much it would cost for you guys because it's set up to your individual home.
And you get a $25 bill for listening to the guy.
You get a $25 gift, not a bill. That makes it sound like they're paying something.
No, I know. It was a joke, like as if you could
that was
get
dumb.
a
That
bill
was dumb.
that has
It was
25.
dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb. Stop it.
It's Mac. He got it. I'm sure he got it. If it's Mac.
You'll get something between 20th and 29th. It'll probably be from me. I know Mama Bear's got something coming. And see, that's okay. That's okay. If I know it's coming, then I don't get all weirded out and stuff. But I'm like, who would send me this? But those are like, I don't know. I didn't expect Arthur to send that because those were kind of a like girly thing. The candle holders were just really, they're pretty. They're really, it sounds like something Susan would have picked out. It really was.
Wish I'd known you were interested in adding solar right away. Oh, that's something we've been talking about for a long time, and we just kind of, that was one of those back burner things until this opportunity came along.
Yeah. I have several somethings coming for me during the same time frame.
Oh yeah, well, Kate's hand delivering, so.
Oh, Kate, let me know what days that you're going to be arriving and leaving, so I can plan.
Well, let me do
meals and stuff. She already has that.
She already has my week off.
Yep.
My week off is from the 22nd through the 28th.
No, through the I told her through the 27th because you go back to work on the 28th, right?
Nope. I go back to work on the 29th.
Did I write it wrong?
Are you looking at the right month?
It's the only month on the wall right now.
No.
The boy said yes, so I can mark it down. Yeah, see, he don't want to come visit me. He wants to come over here when Kate's here.
You're just remembering Kate says 22nd and 29th. There you go.
No. Kate's going to arrive the 22nd, and she's leaving the 29th. I wasn't worried about your week. Okay.
You lie. You're so when you on camera. Ow. Hey, Grandma Karen.
Just in time to see Greg get smacked. Okay, arrive the 22nd.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing a DoorDash. We're doing a side gig.
29th. Okay. Awesome.
We made a little over $400 last week. That was a good week.
What did I miss? We have been doing DoorDash, but also getting a solar system for the house. So
with DoorDash, I'll tell you this: what makes it so fun is when we can drive around together as a team and do the deliveries and stuff. Because it's like I'm spending time with my best bud and making money instead of spending.
Up.
Oh, you're so tough when you're on camera.
No, it is fun, and we were able to bring the dog with us a few times, and she has a little carry bag that's buckled in, and she just sits and hangs out and enjoys the AC in the car.
Carrie says never buy a window AC from Walmart. This thing doesn't cool very well. No, that stinks. Sorry that's happening.
Yeah, no kidding. Hang tight.
Well, have a great night, Miss Patty, the tinkerer's wife.
My dogs would
Thank
eat all
you
the
for
fruit.
hanging out
Well,
with
she's
us.
like this big, you know.
Where are you going? What are you doing? I'm just messing with you.
There's an X-Acto knife right there.
Throw that thing away. Oh, it's already after 8.
Life insurance home from a stat going on live stream.
We've been. Yeah, you can't do that. I know I'm probably worth more dead than alive, but.
What were you asking me?
I was just saying we've been on over an hour already. Abby's doing really well. She's working at one of her jobs today. She has 2 jobs and she's doing great. She ended up leaving the first job that she got when she turned 16, because she is such a hard worker. She knew, like, she insisted that she was getting a job as soon as she was able. And so she went to one of the small town fast food joints, and she was making minimum wage, which is $7.25, I think it is. And she worked there for a year, and then she started putting applications in Lake Charles, which is the city that's near us. That's where we do our shopping and everything. So she got she got hired on at Clean Juice, which is it's a restaurant, sort of like fast food, but it's a healthier option thing. I don't know if that's everywhere. I don't know if you're familiar with Clean Juice. Anyway, so she got on there making a little bit more money, more than minimum wage, but they weren't giving her enough. They weren't giving her the hours that she needed. So she went back to Dairy Queen, the small town one, and she got back on the schedule there. So she was working both of those. Well, just a couple of weeks ago, she decided to stop in because the Lake Charles Dairy Queen is right down the road from the Lake Charles Clean Juice. So she decided to just, I'll stop in and see if they need help over here instead. Well, the owner, manager, whatever, a big dog, happened to be in the restaurant at the time that she stopped in, and as soon as she said, I've got a year of experience with Dairy Queen, he said, when can you start? And that one is $10 an hour. So she's working at Clean Juice and Dairy Queen, which is right, not even a mile from Juice. So all of her, both of her jobs are in the same town. She doesn't have to run back and forth to get to the 2 jobs. So she's doing well. She's still adjusting. It's still a new thing to be at the new Dairy Queen, but she's loving it. Yeah, to go from $7.25 an hour to $10 an hour for doing the same thing, yeah, she's really enjoying that. And to think the the store manager at the old Dairy Queen that she worked at said, oh, she's going to regret that. Yeah, she's regretting every bit of that $10 an hour, I assure you. Have a great night, Tony. Thank you for joining us. Jake, you're paying $25 an hour and you can't get any help? That's the world we live in, man. That's what I was telling Amy about the whole DoorDash thing. It's not hard to excel at anything this day and age, because so many people just kind of half-ass everything. Now she'll be able to afford gas. Yeah. She cut down her trip quite a bit because she was going, let's see, it's about 25 miles from here to the Clean Juice in Lake Charles. And then she would be leaving. Some days, if she worked both jobs, she was leaving from there and traveling 6 miles the other way to get to the Dairy Queen and then home that night. So that cut down her trip quite a bit. And yes, with gas prices the way they are, that was tough. Been trying to hire welders for $58K to start, and no one shows up for the interview. Nothing surprises me anymore. It's awful. Society has gotten so soft. And I think that has a lot to do with why we're in the situation we're in, where the economy is just failing, because people don't want to work. They want the communistic ideas in place because they don't want to work. Well, you know, if you've got communism, somebody's got to work, or else the whole system fails.
You're quiet.
Gas is $4.75 here. It's I've seen it in the 440s and 450s. We went to one place.
Saw it yesterday at 4:33 in Lake Charles.
We went to one place, Westlake, which is like a suburb of Lake Charles, and we saw a place where it was 505.
4:33.
What?
That's Lake Charles.
What app is this?
Murphy.
That's the Murphy app.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty spot on too.
Very bad. They want to go to work at 12, get off at 1, and have an hour lunch.
Well,
that's probably not far from the truth. Oh, is Abby home?
Nope, she left work.
Okay. That sound was an app that we used to help keep track of each other called Life 360.
I actually saw an article. Somebody in Baton Rouge posted about the Life 360 app. Her daughter got in an accident. And the Life 360, the paid version of the app, works very similar to OnStar.
Ah.
And what happened is it recognized that her daughter went from like so many miles per hour to 0 instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And it automatically contacted her parent and police, fire, and ambulance.
Nice.
And they were dispatched to the scene within 1 to 2 minutes.
That's cool.
And so I mean that was pretty neat to see, you know, to hear that experience and to know how well it worked. So for somebody that can't pay the crazy amounts of OnStar or don't have a newer model vehicle that carries OnStar,
yeah,
Life 360 is an app that you can get. I think the monthly thing is like $10 a month for the paid version, but it works very similar to OnStar. And you can create circles, and we have different ones. I have a group with a bunch of our homestead friends. I know where Kate is at all times. Kate knows where we are. You know, Susan is on there.
Rachel. It's nice.
Yeah.
And if you
I still have my Life 360, but nobody goes anywhere.
And if you want to do something private, you have the ability to turn off your location sharing.
Yeah.
So
But we have one with me, Brett, Abby, and your nanny,
Right.
and that's in case his nanny travels a lot back and forth to Texas or Lafayette or whatever for her different singing groups that she's a part of. And this way, if something happens and nobody can get a hold to
Wait.
her, we can at least pinpoint where she is.
Okay. Kaylin is asking, does that work for non-drivers? Yes, it does, because it's the location is on your phone.
Yes.
As long as you have your phone with you. So wherever your phone is, that's where it's going to say you are.
So, Brett, if I have a hot date, should I turn my 360 off?
Yes, Kate, because I don't need to know about that.
Well, it's not going to tell us what you're doing. It's going to tell us where you are. And that's only if I look at it. But I have notifications on ours for when for when Abby arrives at work and leaves work, because her drive is about 30 minutes.
Well, she's a new driver.
And, you're right. And she's a new driver. So that lets me, I know what time she left the house. I know about what time she's supposed to get to work. And that just gives me an assurance. So I don't have to look at the app and say, okay, well, she's here, she's there, and kind of watch it. That little notification goes off, and I know that Abby made it safely to work. And it also gives me a notification when she leaves there to let me know that she's headed home. So I know in about 30 minutes, she should be home.
Right. So, and if Abby were to call and say, I'm having car trouble, I don't know where I am, no problem. I know where you are.
Right.
You know?
The biggest problem I have with Life 360 is it tells Brett and Amy how fast I'm driving on the way to Louisiana. And then we know whether Kate's driving or David was driving. Because David drives a little slow compared to Kate.
Would it trigger an emergency call? No, it wouldn't. The emergency is triggered if you're going like 60 miles an hour and a very sudden nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would tell it that you're most likely in an accident. Deathclaw, welcome. Says, I just came in and heard Lafayette. What did I miss? I have family in Erath. Erath is, actually, didn't we? We passed through Erath just a couple of weeks ago when we went to Avery Island. But Erath is where we got our first Chihuahua.
Yeah.
There was a breeder out there.
I was talking about Lafayette because your nanny goes to Lafayette for choir practice sometimes.
Oh, right. We're only about an hour from Lafayette.
Kate.
David hardly ever drives anymore. Oh. Mary Beth says her youngest got learner's permit Friday. He's 22.
When I leave town at night, I call my friends when I get home so they know I'm safe. She's determined to make me sad. Not doing it.
We went over to Amy's mom and dad's house the other day, and her dad was talking about how Amy's mom was saying, well, I can't find my keys. Have you seen them? So he went and looked where he mowed and found keys everywhere.
Yeah.
He ran over to keys. They were just...
Yeah, so she had to order all new keys, and the one for her car is going to be a little pricey.
All right, we got 43 thumbs up. We're getting real close to our goal of 50. We can't end until we get 50 thumbs up. So you have to keep watching. People are going to start taking thumbs away.
What else?
The cucumber plants and the loofah plants are starting to really struggle from
the loofahs are getting better. I've been watering.
Thank you, Deathclaw.
Right out of them. We are still under a drought. We did get a few inches of rain for a day or two, and that was over 2 weeks ago actually. And Since then, we have had no more rain. And so I've been out watering every day. I feel like I'm drowning them, but it doesn't look like I've watered at all. The ground is just dry.
Brother, the king of this homestead has been here. Good to see you, Jason. Welcome.
Yeah, the smart keys are definitely expensive. We got 18 drops yesterday.
You can count the drops.
Yeah,
Okay, so here's a thing that was in the news that I saw. Now, doctors are baffled because there's a thing that they're calling SADS, sudden adult death syndrome. Need I say where this is going, but here's the thing. This one is from, I got to be careful how I word this. The FDA posted just a couple of days ago, they admit significant elevated risks and long-term effects and confirmed deaths and myocarditis as a result of the jabs.
Is that like SIDS? Yes.
Yeah.
But in adults.
Sudden adult death syndrome, where people are just dropping dead. And can't figure out why.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the latest one from Louisiana?
No.
Okay. Yeah, like the big push from the federal government.
Yeah, I did.
For electric vehicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Louisiana has just passed a bill that will charge an annual fee of $110 for electric vehicle owners and $60 for those who own hybrids.
They have to tax, because if they're the road tax was supposedly, that's supposed to be how it works. The tax to fix the roads is on the gasoline. So if these people are not buying gasoline, they got to.
But they're not fixing the road. The gas tax has always been there. The road tax has always been there, and our roads suck.
Yes, Patty, they actually do. What if Bigfoot was a group of Wookiee missionaries and their ship broke down and they are waiting on our tech to catch up? That's one to ponder.
That's almost as stupid as your dad jokes.
I went to Academy yesterday on the fire truck, and we priced some ammo. And
I love you, Patty.
9mm. There was a box of 200. I think they were winning.
Oh, Mama Bear is asking for a link for Nunya, Texas. Any of our moderators, feel free to add any of the links.
You're a moderator.
Yeah, but add any of the channel links that are in the chat. That's the mosquito trip. And it's not
quite
dark
yet.
I know.
Oh boy.
But your truck is parked in the way, so they couldn't back up all the way.
Oh, well, that's good. So it was a box of 200 9mm brass Winchester. $80.
Oh my God.
$80.
Yo. I just read about a new problem with that thing. It slipped my mind right now. It wasn't that.
Wendy just hit over the 1K.
Awesome.
Nice. Congratulations. What if blackout?
Well, that's part of the reason that the whole blackout comment actually reminded me. Thank you, Kate. That's part of the reason that we decided to go with the solar power, because they're talking about rolling blackouts this summer, and we are in that area.
The red zone.
Yeah.
For rolling blackouts.
So
What are you trying to do, Mama Bear?
Put links.
Oh,
Kate got it.
okay.
Kate's got it. Yeah.
All right. What was it? Oh, Michigan Daffodil missed most of the live because she was chatting. That's a good reason.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in the rolling blackout zone. Yes. See, that's why
Prayers for Chris. Jason, I've been thinking about you, man. I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to be weird either, but I have been like just I don't have the time like I used to just video or to Marco Polo.
wait, where'd it go? Neck surgery.
Yeah, so if anybody else has prayer requests, feel free to drop them down in the chat. Private message if you're uncomfortable leaving them in the chat. Anytime.
And you can always just put unspoken, you know. I don't need to know what it is. God already knows.
Gary, have a great night. God bless you.
What about our powered fan this week? See, that's another thing I'd like to get, you know, is some battery powered things. We're working on getting some solar lights. I just need cheapy, like Harbor Freight cheap solar lights that we're gonna put in our chicken yards and things like that. So that we'll have some kind of light in the backyard if the lights are out, if the electricity is out.
I appreciate that, Jason.
If we get rolling blackouts here, I will start spending my time with the chickens and ducks. I made a swimming pool in their shaded pen. That's a great way to be out. Have
a great night, Kaylin.
Purple solar lights that go around the top of the chicken run. We actually got some Harbor Freight lights. You looking for the solar panel?
Yep.
In our bedroom on that cabinet to the left of the door. We got some Harbor Freight lights that it's a small solar panel and it's separate from the light. It's connected with a wire, but you can mount the solar panel at the top of something and the light elsewhere. I think there's a 20-foot cord. I think it's 20 foot. I'm not sure. But they're like $15 at Harbor Freight. It's a little motion sensor lights. They stay on all the time, but they're on dim. And if it detects motion, it brightens up. Well, we have one on our shed. I had one in our chicken yard, in our chicken coop.
Homestead.
So that it's in the feed room next to the chicken yard, but that way if we have to go in there, you know, I have light access at night. I don't have to carry a flashlight with me or worried about running electricity all the way out there.
If we start getting rolling blackout, if we get blackouts in the summertime, I'm going to Sean's house. Either one, Sean in Alaska or Sean in Canada.
No, you're not. Yeah, you'll have solar power.
So this, we need one more thumbs up to make 50.
It's Jason.
Who's going to do it?
Jason,
So this,
I don't know.
This is our solar panel battery for charging cell phones.
That thing's strong enough, it'll power my computer.
It's got 3 spots up here for USB. 52. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. What else is here? There's a spot on the side that we can actually charge it from an outlet if we need to.
Michigan Daffodil said, I did it.
Oh, Wendy has the same one.
Yeah. These run about $30 to $50 on Amazon.
Tells you how full it is. And then this whole back piece is a light, but I don't remember how to turn it on. Do you?
Wait, what?
How to turn that light on?
You're gonna blind the
just
madness out of them.
holding that button turns it off. Oh, there you go. See how bright that is?
It's
Double.
double. Yeah, the whole back of it is a LED light.
Yeah.
This whole back is a bunch of LED lights in here, and it's super bright.
That was on Amazon. This particular model is no longer available. They've got an upgraded one,
Yeah.
I guess.
And my gardener has a sale now. Yes, I know. I need to get the.
Kate's asking if we have a link for
I'm
this.
looking. I'm gonna look for it because I do.
Like I said, this particular one is not available anymore, but they have similar ones. It will charge a phone for sure.
It will charge several phones at a time.
What I need to do, I guess, is put it in one of the vehicles. You can just stick it up on the dash and.
Yep.
Wait, what's 30% off?
In my gardener.
Oh, nice.
I need to put in an order. I haven't done it yet.
Now, I have a smaller phone charger that I carry with me that is not solar powered. I have to plug it into to keep it, but it's like a little battery bank that if I'm not near an outlet, I can still charge my phone. So that's nice in a pinch.
This one's on sale actually.
Well, that was 33% off.
Why am I logged in as Darlene?
Huh? That's weird.
Yeah, I know, because I've never logged in as Darlene.
That's odd.
Okay.
Weird. Creepy. Robin just found that on Amazon for 40. We're looking at one right now.
This one, yeah, there's
30.
one here for 45, but it's showing me that it's on sale.
It's a little different. This one is
10,000 mAh external battery.
I don't know what the MAH stands for.
It's got a compass, solar panel charging.
It's got some orange stuff on it.
Oh, this one has a wireless charger.
Is it built in?
I think so.
Wireless charging bank, tangle free and cable free.
Flashlight.
Some cool stuff on Amazon, y'all.
Okay. I don't know if I would do the wireless charging.
We do have our Amazon affiliate link if you would care to.
I'm working on it.
If you just want to follow the link in the description of this video to get to Amazon, you can shop whatever you want to, and we get like a little cut off of that. It's a few cents, but it adds up. Our gas price, the cheapest, you said was $4.30 something?
$4.33.
$4.33. Average is probably in the 450s, 460s. We saw one. We saw one at a station that was $5.05. So that's the typical price of diesel around here. Kate says, I need to get busy canning meat from the freezers.
Yeah, me too.
460. Yeah. That's probably somewhere around. We're close. Yeah. Imagine what it takes to fill a fire truck. That's what it costs to fill the semis, the 18-wheelers that move every product around the country. And that's why everything is going up.
Yeah.
We parked my truck. I haven't driven my truck in 2 weeks. I've been taking Amy's car back and forth to work because her gas mileage is at least double mine. So that leaves her without a vehicle, but it saves us quite a bit on gas.
All right. Now that I've figured out the whole link.
Well, my truck's not even diesel, but just it holds probably twice as much gas as Amy's car, and it burns twice as much gas as Amy's car. Uh-oh. Michigan Daffodil's buffering. That might be because you were searching.
Yeah, it could
It's
be.
possible.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to call it quits for tonight.
All right.
I have to mow grass at the firehouse tomorrow, and that's going to suck.
Oh, no. I have to try to mow grass here so that, you know, we can actually see the dog in the yard. That's how you know that the grass is getting too tall, is when the rabbits are hidden and the dog is hidden when they walk through the grass.
So any last minute prayer requests, please add them in the chat. We always leave the chat open for a few minutes so that we make sure we don't miss those. 150 seeds. Not sure what you meant to write there.
I'm lucky enough to work really close to home. I drive a Jeep and get about 14 miles to the gallon, but I only have to fill it once a month.
Oh, nice. Oh, tall grass. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Travel mercies for sure. What is today? Today's the 9th.
Kate will be here in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
Wendy and Mama Bear.
Got it.
Got you both. Thank you for sharing those links, Henry. I appreciate that. Alrighty, guys. And with that, we want to say...
Yes, Kate's going to be visiting in 2 weeks.
There's several people.
Kate's here on the 22nd, so she'll be here live for the 23rd, which will be my mama's birthday.
Next week, we're going to be live on Wednesday because of my work schedule. So I'll be sure and put that, I'll post that in the community tab as a reminder. So we'll see y'all next week. With that, good night and God bless.
Stay safe, guys. See you next week.